Hey there, beautiful soul tribe. Welcome in to my cozy space. My name is Shannon. Thank you so much for joining me here. I trust that if you found this reading, there is a message in here for you. Please only take what aligns with you and always trust your intuition in your own situation. So today we're going to do a bit of an energy check-in, our weekly energy check-in that we do, and see what needs to come out for you guys. I got some was doing a little bit of journaling, and I got expansion as a really, really big topic at the moment. Expansion, some kind of soul expansion, more specifically. Soul expansion, soul ascension. Like the universe is always expanding, I believe. I think that's what scientists believe. We are always expanding. We're learning, we're building knowledge, we're building wisdom, we're building skills, we're creating. Breath work and meditation, I think, can help foster this expansion. But ultimately, it's around connecting back into yourself. It's like you're expanding, but you're expanding only because you're reconnecting or you're connecting to your deepest of inner truth, which then expands you. So I got reconnecting with nature is basically reconnecting to yourself. So maybe some nature time would be really, really significant for you, because we're not just passionate about nature, we are nature, right? We are nature. Comic. The comic. 26. This could be 2026 could be your year of laughter. Maybe you're a comic or a comedian, you love to have a joke, you love to laugh. You could be like the life of the party here. You know how to have fun and enjoy life. Might be your birthday. You could be a Pisces or an Aries because their birthday's coming up. Or a ginger cat. You might have a ginger cat. Look at his little face. This is so funny. It looks like a child's drawn it compared to the other ones in here, which are quite elaborate images. This one's so simple. It's so simple. And then again, I'm getting kind of the simplicity of life, the simplicity of enjoying the things, sometimes we take for granted, like just the simple things, and things that sometimes seem like mundane. Maybe you're also finding joy in those things, or you've met someone that you spend time with, that you're always laughing, you're always making jokes, you've got lots of in jokes. Yeah. So something around the simplicity of life, which you are slowly discovering, or you are discovering, or you have discovered. And with this kind of, it's kind of a two sides of the same coin. You have this simplicity. You realize the simplicity of, if I have to say that one more time, but you realize that life does not have to be complicated, and at the same time you're expanding. Life does not have to be rushed. It doesn't have to be urgency all the time. It doesn't have to be, I need to have this, and this by the time I'm 30 or 40. Life can be lived very simply, close to nature. Creativity. And again, I said, always, creating, less consuming, more creating, right? That's too many. I also put in a bit of a note to myself that, oh my gosh, wait up. Sorry guys, they're everywhere. I also put a bit of a note to myself around me as well, because, we're all, we can all get lost in, I don't have Instagram. I haven't had it, and then I've just got it back. I haven't had Instagram because I don't want it. I don't need it. it's a time waster, and it really does drain time. So, and it's just easier not to have it on your phone, right? I've just really recently put it on there, and I am finding that I'm on there. So again, I'm probably either going to get rid of it or just remember that's time that I could be doing something else, not scrolling. Like it's not to the point where I'm not doing what I want to do, but again, it's not super healthy, and we know that. And then you get bombarded, you get overstimulated, and humans were not meant to be overstimulated. We weren't meant to be bombarded with so much stimulation all the time. Eros, the storm, and the crone. So the crone is, you've got the mother, the maiden, the crone. The crone is the wise elderly woman, the wise elder woman in the community, in the village, right? Her intuition is on point. She is connected to herself. And she's done this through going through it all. She's been through it all. And then you come back full circle, right? You realize that you start off like a child of wonder, like everything's, you find the joy in the little things. Then you kind of go through life, like masculine or feminine, but you go through life, you get a job, you have children, you get a mortgage, maybe, if that's your story. But then on the other end of life, you realize that actually none of that matters. What matters is your own peace, your own inner peace, your own connection to yourself, the capacity or the ability or not the capacity or the ability, the ability to create, but I don't mean the ability having the internal ability. I mean creating the environment around you where you are able to create. Okay, so creating the environment for creation. Setting up your life for simplicity and knowledge and wisdom. You have all this knowledge and wisdom. You've expanded so much since you were a child, but you've also come back again to that sense of simplicity. The storm we've got here, with this lightning coming straight down here. There might be a bit of a tower moment coming in for you. This is number 67. You might be 67 years old watching this too. You might resonate with that. You might have have not had children, but you're in that sort of older time of your life. And then we've got Eros, which I believe is love. Universal love. Let me check that though. Yeah, coming back into this place of not only simplicity, but love, unconditional love for self, because as you get older, you give zero Fs what people think as you get older. And it happens slowly. We start off not giving a shit what people think, right? Children, they don't care. And then you start to grow up and society and other people's opinions and traditions start to kind of shape you. You start to mold yourself a little bit to fit in. Not all of us, but is the way it goes. And then you start getting older and you start giving less shits what people think. Zero Fs. And you start realizing that love is all there is, right? I'm going to read Eros. Hold on, guys. I've got to get the book. It's somewhere not here. Hold on. All right. I'm going to look up Eros. I believe it's at Oh, there's a moth in here. Transformation, I swear, I'm seeing moths everywhere at the moment, and it is a sign of transformation, death and rebirth. Eros. Love. Ooh, okay. Love as desire, eroticism, and sensuality. Ooh. The root of desire for self. What do we long for? Why are we awakened by love? Yes. What makes us hesitate in the face of intimacy? Reconnects us with our primal longing to merge into another human being, nature, music, love, arts, plants, food, anything that we perceive we are separate from. Right, yes. Discovering again the pleasures, the simple pleasures of life that come with that come with creativity, that come with art, that come with nature, that come with music. Our heart embraces otherness, and in doing so, we further understand our own. Yes, our life force awakens. This card reveals an inevitable initiation into love's labyrinth. You might find yourself swirling in a new territory of desire and sensuality, exploring the labyrinth with a curious heart, an honest heart. I'm feeling sacral chakra energy here. Passion, playfulness here. Okay, so there is something around, again, like, as well, just because you are older, you know, like, you still have desires, right? It doesn't, like, of course, this never goes away. You might not be older, but this kind of is saying it's like kind of the cycle of life here, right? Where the advice here, or what I'm getting for you right now, is you are either rediscovering connection to yourself, right? You're giving zero F's what people think. You're trusting in your own authenticity. You're trusting in the universe, and you're devoted to your expansion. And devotion for me is another word for self-discipline. We can say we're self-disciplined in creating those habits, that the tiny steps that kind of bring us the foundation of which we can grow and expand. Like, you know, those getting up early, you know, doing meditation. Meditation's huge if you can. Doing breath work, getting out into nature, doing some yoga, eating really healthy, blah, blah, blah. All these little things. You're becoming so devoted to yourself now that you are actually realizing the importance of this. Doesn't matter what age you are at this time. This is just something you're having. This is an aha moment you're having. You're rediscovering your love of the simple things. This might be someone that's come in for you. I'm going to keep going because I haven't even pulled any other cards yet. And then we've got this storm. So this might be the calm after the storm, right? There might be a storm that's already come through, or there is a lightning coming through that's kind of triggered this, or will be triggering this. And you're going to maybe feel a bit like all over the place for a minute before you come back down to earth and you're able to ground your energy again. This kind of works well with the last one I did around feeling emotions, allowing yourself to feel the emotions so they can be released. That was the last one I did. There was something around you maybe losing your identity a bit and losing who you are, and that's something that you're coming back to. So whether this is kind of a follow-on from that, maybe. Let's see what else needs to come out. Encouragement. 54. One ring circus. This is you doing it all on your own. Yeah. Heal the ouch. This one came out before. And compass. This one came out in another reading I did. Oh, this one came out in another reading I did, but it didn't record. Both of these came out and it didn't record. Interesting. Maybe it was meant to record, but Mercury retrograde, blah, got in the way. Okay, encouragement. The universe is encouraging you to keep going, right? You might be a mother, right? But this is someone in your life that will be encouraging you, supporting you, helping you through, whether it's spiritual guides, whether it's someone in the physical, whether it's ancestors, right? Maybe a mother figure. With this, the crone, right? Maybe there is a wise spiritual ancestor, a feminine ancestor that is watching over you now. It's number 13. We've got 15, One Ring Circus, doing it all on your own here. We've got Heal the Ouch, number 11. No, number 38 breaks down to 11. I think, as I said, I think this is you maybe healing the ouch, feeling the pain. You have been maybe feeling the pain or allowing yourself to feel before. And that's what kind of this is all over the place energy might have been a little bit. And you've had to kind of get through that to come back to this simplicity of realizing what life is about. It's about love. It's about the simple things. It's about expansion in knowledge, wisdom, just having that spaciousness within yourself. Breath work is really important for that. And with expansion comes getting to know yourself better. The more you ground yourself into yourself and ground yourself into your authenticity, the more expansive you become. And then we've got 50, Compass. You might be 50 years old. Compass. You're becoming clear on your direction. Or, we can put it another way, you're becoming clear on who you are and what kind of life you want to be living. You might not be sure which path you're taking, but you know what kind of path you want it to be. Sorry. You might have been a nurse or a doctor, or you might be a nurse or a doctor. I'm going to have to finish this up because it just said maximum recording time. Sorry, it's cut out on me. But yeah, this could be you. You know, you've healed yourself and you could be healing others too. This could be part of your next step, your next path. You could be healing others too, helping them to seek connection within themselves and create that connection within themselves to support their soul expansion and their ascension. I'm going to leave it here because I feel like it's probably going to stop again. So hope this resonated with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me and I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye-bye.